Hello, dinosaur fans. So this is a totally new dinosaur to me. This wasn't around when I was a kid. So I believe it's called a Yutyrannus huali. I'm not pronouncing that right. I already know that. This is from Wave 4 of Dino Roll, and the brand is called Kong Species. And this is letter B. Here's 3 dinos, one, and then there's 3 on the other side. So there's 6 in a wave. Yeah, some barcodes and stuff. So I'm reading some Wikipedia here. They found 3 of these close together in China, so that's why that name is that way. This existed in the early Cretaceous period, and this is the largest. These are the largest known specimens that preserve evidence of feathers on dinosaurs. Because northern China, has snow, they're theorizing maybe the feathers were for warmth, and but then dinosaurs, as the world got hotter, may have adapted and changed more towards skin and scales, which makes sense. I mean, desert animals are very scaly, it seems. All right. And so, because the 3 skeletons were found together, they think these things could have been hunted in packs, like wolves. And hopefully these are coming down the pipeline. Very neat. But what's scary is this is number 100. So that means there's a big collection that may or may not happen in the future. Okay. So looking at this image here, they guessed, these things could have been 9 meters. Small prediction, large prediction. Either way, it's not going to end well for a human being. They may have weighed around 1,400 kilograms, so that's the weight of a car. And again, if they're hunting in packs, that would be highly disturbing. Like it'd be a mega velociraptor pack, right? Velociraptors, I guess, were actually pretty small dinosaurs. Jurassic Park just made them bigger for Hollywood purposes. So you want to be really careful taking this out of the bag and that foam, because a lot of these things are so well detailed, I think, and so frail. I think you can break it just by pulling it out of the bag or the foam if you snag something. So I had one show up with a broken tail because it's rigid plastic. It's not like a flexible PVC you would find in an art toy. It's more like a hard plastic, like a garage kit. What's neat is, of course, this cartoon skeleton. Unfortunately, they don't tell you what the dinosaur is. There's no naming on this. So then we have, I think, what's supposed to be like a geode. Because it looks like a geode. The outside. Like, minus the wacky shapes that have this blue on them. These shapes are raised, and then there's some black and white dots on it. But the geode is fading, I think, in color. It seems darker on the bottom and lighter at the top. And then I guess this dinosaur is rolling it. So it's got black claws on the feet, and then you can see the paint fade. I guess it's like a gray belly, and then it becomes slight purple, and then it fades to blue, and then an aqua, and then after they painted it, they seem to wipe off the paint to bring the lighter color through. Interesting. I don't think I've seen that in the other Dino Rolls, that process. So it's interesting that they're experimenting, to get different finishes. And since we don't know what dinosaurs really looked like, I guess it's fine. So big hind legs here, and I guess this is their way of showing feathers. It almost looks like hair, though. To me, it looks like a grizzly bear's fur more than feathers. But I'm not sure if there's a better way to do feathers with this type of material. Okay, anyways, nice spikes back here on the inside of the feet. They're actually sharp, painted nicely. Yeah, pretty smooth skin down here, and then it gets wrinkly, and then it fades to the feathers. And you got these funky, I don't know, feathers on the tip of the tail, and this faded out with the aqua to greenish color. So a lot of paint fades, and then we have these arms with the 3 claws looking pretty nice. And then the skin kind of morphs into scales around the side of the head, so that's interesting. And then you have these glass eyes, and for some reason it's looking down that way. And then the mouth, you have asymmetric teeth, and they have like a paint wash, so they look like they have tartar or something like that. The sides and the inside are all pink, but there's also a wash inside there. Interesting, and a tongue as well. And it's got two, I don't know if these are supposed to be feathers or actual spikes. Oh, no, I guess they look like horns, don't they? So that's interesting. Kind of like a Carnotaurus. Or, anyways, also there's a central ridge of spikes as well. Yeah, the nostrils they have recesses, but there's no black paint, unfortunately. I guess you could add it, but I'm not gonna bother. These things are so expensive, I don't really want to mess with them. It's kind of interesting though that almost everything is matte, but then for some reason this up here is glossy. I kind of wish the whole thing was matte. It would be better. You know, be wary. I think I almost broke that by snagging it with my fingertips. I apologize for my skin, but yeah, be careful about touching these things. Alright, and also I feel like you can knock them over easily, so I have these little 50mm acrylic discs, and I'm going to use poster putty and just stick it on, and also I'll know what the dinosaur is called in the future. As you can see, the poster putty isn't very pretty to look at, but you can still see the skeleton down there, so it works for me. And less chance of it being knocked over, because I put that towards the back. You know, it's head heavy. Alright, let's look at two others here. I'm mispronouncing these already. So Therizinosaurus, and this is from the third wave. Looks very bird-like to me. It's got these crazy claws. And then this is a spiked monster, like an ankylosaur. So this is called the Sauropelta, and it's from wave 3 as well. So, I don't remember what time periods these other two dinosaurs are from, so I don't know if this thing preyed on them or not. Alright, well anyways. Yeah, I mean the feathers seem to be nicer on that one, it seems. For some reason, they're more defined, and for me they look more like feathers. Whereas this, it looks like a grizzly bear's hair. Leave a comment if you think otherwise. Alright, let's get these two out here. Nevertheless, it's interesting to learn about new dinosaurs. Or I guess none of them are new, but it's new to me. And then, yeah, I had no idea this was so relevant as far as the whole feather theory of dinosaurs. Okay, well, thanks for watching. We'll see you the next time I get a Dino Roll.